All right, people, we're back for another night of fun. Tonight's game is Deadly Premonition 2, brought to you by me, the biggest moron in the world, who apparently had the game set at the wrong resolution. So, yeah, I'm a moron. 100% moron. It happens. We all know it happens, though. White Owls. Yes. Now Pro. Yes. If you've never played this, this is yes. Shush you. Alright, let's configure it. We will. Subtitles, 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 subtitles. Character names, English, yes. Alright, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing, so let's do it already. Hey look, I swore the first minute. That means we are demonetized. Yay! Who cares? Hello and welcome to Frame Rate Hal. Oh good, more red leaves. This is not going to be good, is it? I have no clue what's going to happen, so... And last night we couldn't have the best commentary. Look here, a small town outside New Orleans. French American accent. Yeah, man. Almost Jamaican. Can I still call myself French, even though I just found out today that my family's probably from French Canada? Just asking. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh. That is both awesome and terrifying. What would you... Oh, good, my name's right there. That's great. Yeah, just put my name on everything. I'm not the murderer, I swear. Man, he was meticulous to have done that too. Think about it. To lay it out and make it so it's a giant block of ice with perfectly positioned body part. 88 hours later, Thompsonville, a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts.
God damn it! What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
All my buttons do is make me go forward. Any button I hit is making her walk forward. I'm not doing anything. I'm hitting up. I'm hitting left.
Right now.
I'm hitting right, down, holding B. Yeah, everything's making me go forward. That's weird.
A harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one
yes.
hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other. What did I do to deserve
It's a Havana-style pizza.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, but what's on it? Wow, do you have your guns loaded?
And no red, remember?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. What is a Havana-style pizza? I understand what Havana is. I just don't know what would be on it. Okay. Dude, you live in a shitty apartment. Nice, but shitty. Unless the whole wall deco thing is supposed to be something. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Is he rolling a joint? Yes, he is. Oh, wow. What happened to you, dude? You look worse than ever. Francis Zack Morgan, you have questions for us.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, after all the shit he saw in the last game, yeah, I would too. You saw everything that happened in the last game. So was he still FBI after he solved all those cases, or what's going on? Ew. Okay, that place is a mess. I'm not one to talk, but... Ooh, pizza. So that's why they took out the secret ending of the last game, where he actually had married and had kids.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Hell yeah. Elia Davis.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Who the fuck is your
Something
fairy?
wrong, Mr. Morgan?
Bitch, I solved supernatural
I'm
crimes while
FBI
you were in
Special Agent
diapers.
Elia Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the
Used to work
Boston
with-
branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
How does he know this? How do you know
Seriously.
this?
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right,
ha,
my fairy?
Dude, I think he's gone way off the deep end.
How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
All right,
It's
when
hard
did
to
he get a
tell what
fairy?
he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived. If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
Really? He can beat your ass. I'm pretty sure. Messy Road War trophies. Nice.
You solved many difficult cases across your career,
Yep.
utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our
Because I'm
records,
awesome.
after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases.
baby.
Thank you, Kiana. You are awesome. You are absolutely awesome, girl. We love you. Here, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something smart for the whole channel. Right here. For the whole damn channel. Where's the button? Oh, I was trying to throw out a celebrate for everyone. I have the ability to celebrate and throw bits to everyone, but it's not letting me do it. Come on, game. Yeah, well, who cares?
In 2003, you solved the Inside Out Flesh Skinner case in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. In 2004,
Okay, this is-
the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in Milwaukee. And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very
Oh,
same
god damn,
year.
these are awesome sounding.
In 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation. You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable. Did you really solve these cases all on your own? There are no
Nope.
records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
Because I'm crazy.
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
Mr. York.
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, two highly sought-after fugitives.
He is awesome. Yeah, exactly, Firemoon. Inside confidant. Look at how fucking far he's gone. You can use visions to acquire more important hints and then proceed through the game. Using a vision to deplete your concentration, so be careful using it.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak? I'm talking about... Yes.
Marijuana.
You don't need to worry about us.
Definitely mouth flaps.
Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent. Now please put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
Fuck you. You walk into my house.
What if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself. Using force.
I doubt that would happen.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house.
And I'm pretty sure even in
Besides,
this state he
it's
can kick your
legal
ass.
in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes.
Actually, that's wrong. It is legal in the state of Massachusetts, but on a national level it is still illegal, meaning the FBI can still arrest you for such indulgences. Don't you love American law?
And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
No, I'm actually serious.
Francis Zack Morgan.
Oh, they can't do that anymore, Kaneko? I've always been told that they could. That's how I was taught back in Michigan when it became when medical became legal. Is that yes, well, medical can still be legal if the FBI wants to. They can cross state borders. Ah. Just because something's become decriminalized doesn't mean you still can't get arrested for it.
An extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too talented.
Hey, Belle.
Let's
Why
do it.
are you dressed so handsomely?
Because she's hot.
What are you talking about?
Interesting.
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And your decision to wear a male
No, I don't, you
tie
sicko.
symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche. We admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
No.
Bullseye, huh? You're
Damn.
an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover.
She is beautiful.
For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Actually, marijuana and alcohol does not kill brain cells at all. It's been proven. It just slows down the connection, the synapses process.
Okay,
So.
Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
That's not... No, a shrew just means you're a bitch.
So, Belle,
Are there actual sizes
does
between male and
that
female
barrier
ties?
of
Someone look it
yours
up.
also protect you from violent criminals?
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him.
No shit.
I'll just have to assault
He has
him
years
head-on with
above you.
questions then. First, I'll try using the files on the table to shake him up.
Look it up. Is there a difference between male and female ties? I'm kind of curious. I can actually see it because a male frame usually has a wider shoulder or broader shoulder, so a female necktie would be thinner and more effeminate. Yes. See?
These files are from the case that took place just outside of New Orleans in 2005. The agent who handled the case
Oh,
was
God, I love her
Francis
voice.
Zack Morgan. And now he's sitting right in front of me. That chessboard looks
So
rather
they have no record of
old.
York?
And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right.
Oh,
They were banned
Jesus.
by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Nope.
Is that a crime?
No. This is friggin'
No.
Zack.
But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan? I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself.
We beat it last night, Warbird.
When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S.
Chess Life.
Federation.
That's a book.
Well,
Okay.
unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment.
Feel free to look on YouTube. I posted it last night.
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history.
When
He
did you
was
go through my
simply
internet
playing
history?
Chess, all alone.
So, what's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data.
Okay, that's more of a southern
Seems
accent.
like that's a much bigger problem.
Oh no, everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in
Yep.
2005?
Yep. Yes, he is, Warbird.
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case. After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Because it's been 10 years since the last game.
We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit
Oh, that's
that town
creepy
just
sounding.
to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Interesting.
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the
using my name.
Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here.
Oh, fuck.
The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it? The body that went missing for 14 years was suddenly discovered frozen in a warehouse. This is some kind of message from the victim to us.
How is it a message from the victim to us? I'm the black girl right now, yeah.
We're pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case.
Zack's become
But now a
retired.
lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body can't change anything now. And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there
Yeah,
rather
yes.
than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit.
How is it frozen perfectly like that? Standing upright with the body still, like, slashed, but still in perfect
Therefore,
condition.
she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well,
Okay, and what is that?
good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all. She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
This keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, I could actually see that. Good point.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? A corpse as beautiful as a goddess.
Yeah, dude, I think you've had too many of
Just
the red
like our
seeds.
Story.
That went okay.
Don't play.
Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something. I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents.
Hey, Deku, how you doing?
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
Zack, I think went insane without York. That's what it seems like.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation. But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you
Ow.
also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner. But we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Yeah, we're all kind of mad right now.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on vacation.
So, you gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead.
That's what it seems like.
Remember what happened, my fairy? That warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
So,
The large man, yes?
wow.
No need to answer. If you don't want to. I'm sure you've already
And his
put him
scar's
under
also much bigger now,
surveillance.
too.
Textbook FBI protocol.
A halfway
Let's look at
finished
it.
chess game. I think he was playing both sides by himself. If it was merely for entertainment, it wouldn't be a problem. But I know that every action he takes has its own special purpose, especially now that his remaining time is limited.
Wait, is he dying?
Who is it? This my fairy character you keep speaking to.
You said not to ask about her.
See her? Such bad manners. You barge into our apartment, yet you don't even care about who else is living here.
better not be
Dissociative
Emily. I'll be
identity
pissed.
disorder. In the past, it was known as multiple personality disorder. You were subjected to an internal probe only once during your career, correct? They suspected that you had DID, but you denied it, and no problems arose during your test. Is this how you dealt
And
with the
that's how he solved
psychological profiler back then, too? Saying strange things, weaving unrelated matters together. Is that how you slipped through?
You're free to draw your own conclusions, Belle, but my fairy clearly exists. She's been sitting right there on your lap this entire time. Hey, stop it. No violence allowed in here, Belle. Wouldn't want to scare my fairy, now would we?
Okay, he's gone insane. He has gone absolutely insane. Yeah, this is literally the first few minutes of the game.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before
Yep.
coming to us? Such as...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson. You look surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met
fuck.
with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time. That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve, which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that?
Why do you have to
I
watch
took the
him?
liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly
Why would
said
you
he wanted
purchase an
something
89 car?
old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries. And they always have the most bizarre timing.
Very true. I like how they actually have the dust everywhere. You see that?
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton.
Blind as
Trenton,
usual,
New
Warbird.
Jersey.
You can find that type
This
of
came
car
out like just a
anywhere.
couple weeks ago, end of July.
Isn't that right, my fairy?
It's only a few weeks old, so I've not played it yet.
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
Pile of DVDs, Zack's vacant eye, strangely clean spot.
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection.
Lola X. I swear I've heard that before. Police dogs, ninja police, yes.
You must live a very comfortable life.
Not really.
We're retired, remember?
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
But
So he's about
who
the same age
doesn't
I am,
love
maybe a little
movies,
older.
Belle?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, that won't do. You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law. Films
Why?
guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
With the shit he went through in the last
Is
game, I
that
wouldn't be asking
so?
why he retired and went
For
crazy.
example, They Live, 1988.
Oh, good movie.
Directed by John Carpenter. That
Starring Rowdy
film
Roddy Piper.
Taught us a valuable lesson.
And the other guy, I forgot his name. The famous voice actor plays Goliath.
Always
I
put
can't
on
think of his
your
name right now.
sunglasses before a fight.
You know, you've got a point. Movies teach us about everything we need to know. I learned
Keith
about
David,
the right
thank
way
you.
to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that,
It's one of
I
Stallone's
wouldn't
best.
be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human
eat frozen.
consumption, but that film changed my life.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
This room's a total mess. But certain spots look perfectly clean. Is it just a
Yep.
coincidence? No.
Yes, that is a bunch of milk taped together.
Mr. Morgan,
Yes. I hate that I have to
I
hit the
found
button every
several
time.
spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
I hit the murder weapons. You're sitting on them.
Those are sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Sacred places. Hovels
Yeah, I think he's
for
going
pure
crazy.
souls, if you will.
Absolutely crazy at this point.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want
No.
us to see?
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon, don't touch the sanctuary.
Sorry.
I feel sorry for
It's
Simon.
Sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
My bad.
Yeah, that's true.
It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve then. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles. What do you think, my fairy? 4.5 years. All that time, and what does he have to show for it?
Crossword puzzles?
Wow.
No way. Come on, I thought you knew. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones,
Oh, God damn it. He just admitted to slacking off on duty.
he's completely taking control of the conversation. At this
Yep.
rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more. Agent Jones. The briefcase isn't even that big. How long does he intend to keep that up? Does he have pizza menus stuffed inside there or something?
Yes, he does. Nope, I don't see anything.
Did you find the files?
Hold it, yes. Ooh, that sounds good to me. Greenfield. Oh God.
Mr. Morgan, do you recognize these
There it
files?
Okay, you're. Uh-oh.
Whoa! Ow!
Holy shit.
Told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded.
Okay, I shouldn't be laughing, but.
Ah! Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
He's afraid of the color red now.
I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid? Everything should be fine now. I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear. Please, accept my deepest apologies.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again. And no more red either.
I'm sorry for laughing at that, but yeah, the sound direction was just bad.
Don't ever touch one again.
So now they're actually being kind to him.
I told them
Weird.
not to.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
Don't worry. I won't.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red. And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenville case.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that case would fuck anyone up.
The files on the serial killings that shocked Washington State in 2010, officially titled the Greenville case. I never thought I'd take out files from a case I first heard about on the news. Mr. Morgan,
Hush, Blisky.
I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't.
But as you can tell, he changed from Twin Peaks to more
Want to
true crime.
remember that town.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered and the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
That's a private matter. None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized?
Fuck yeah.
It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
For what?
What are you getting at?
Thinking
wanna know what
too
she's talking
much
about too now.
something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
How?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I I just need one more push. One more thing that can summon up the past.
Clock in the trash. I don't know what this does yet.
The silver clock in that trash pile. Is that an H5?
That's right. John Harrison's fifth chronometer. Completed in 1770. After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude in order to end their feud with him. That's only a replica, of course.
You like clocks?
How would you know that? I like
Clocks
that,
are
actually.
amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect.
And shows that we actually measure things in time.
We took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely.
I disagree.
Shut up, Jones.
Oh? Why?
Time is valuable precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays, people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone. We have our eyes to read
And measured
moon
by
charts and
daylight.
study the sky. We don't need clocks.
What if it's cloudy or stormy?
Yeah, you can shut up.
All you need is courage and a love for adventure.
I
Hear
do like
that,
her,
my
though. She is
fairy?
cute.
Courage and a love for adventure? Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage and adventure.
That's true, too.
Hey, hold on a second here. That Board of Longitude thing. What the heck is that?
I'm actually kind of
I've
curious
heard
now,
of it
too.
before. I'm an FBI analyst,
No, you
remember?
haven't.
I just
No, you're
sort
not.
of can't remember it right now. I know what it
They're
is,
all
really.
professional voice actors. Very good ones.
I'm telling the truth. Come on, Aaliyah, back me up here. Aaliyah?
Can we just call her Allie, please? Honeycomb in a jar.
That's royal jelly.
Ooh.
Huh?
You were staring at the jar, weren't you? Do you find it strange that there's honeycomb inside?
Isn't it true that honey never friggin' goes bad? Like, they found ancient thousands-year-old honey in
We
tombs
wanted
recently?
to harvest royal jelly in its most natural state. The queen's main food source, created
It's on
from the worker
purpose.
bees' secretions. It's a perfect food, filled with power, meant to fuel the birth of the next queen. By absorbing it into our own bodies, we too can acquire that power.
Okay, you've gone insane, Zack. No offense.
Incidentally,
Maybe we should be
did
eating
you
some red
know that
seeds.
all the worker bees are female?
No.
Guess they didn't teach you that at Quantico. Male bees are only born to inseminate. And they're born from unfertilized eggs to boot. They have short
That's weird.
lives and don't even get stingers. Sort of feels like a glimpse into the future of our society, wouldn't you agree? Women are gifted with
no.
the power to conceive, give birth, and nourish their children. But men are consumed with the job of providing women with the chance to do so. If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, they would soon cease to desire them, we believe. Be careful, Simon.
Huh? Of what?
Your Belle's already stolen the reins from you.
A picture of a leaf.
Oh,
This
no.
isn't just a picture of any leaf. It's the most important leaf. The belief in truth begins with the doubt of all truths in which one has previously believed. It's time to get down to business.
All right, let's destroy him.
Mr. Morgan, please look at this.
You're gonna give him a traumatic
What did we
episode.
just say? We don't want to remember Greenvale.
This isn't a photo from Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Francis Zack Morgan.
What the fuck?
This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Le Carre case you worked on in 2005.
Red.
No Nickelback.
Tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case, they're connected by these red trees.
No.
Aren't they?
Red trees.
Answer me. What are these trees?
You don't want to know.
Trees.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you know.
You don't want to.
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle.
Oh god, you snapped him out.
You're good. Damn good.
Are you ready to talk now? I want to know what went down in Le Carre in 2005.
Fine. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes, it was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. The sun
Yes,
comes
he is.
down hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers. It all started back in that sweltering summer.
Now he's just
Still
broke.
had our best friend with us back then. The other me. My better half.
And the game begins now. What the fuck?
Never a choice. When somebody needs you, you can't turn away. You're their only lifeline, just a hero. A bullet for
Yes, that did
hiding,
take forever. That took us 48
walking
minutes.
alone. Always a voice, a cry in the darkness.
Oh, look, anal beads.
An echo of pain.
Hey, Nova, what's up?
That's been long forgotten.
Sneaky!
But it haunts me, my destiny
Welcome to Nolans.
to be alone. There's a time when you see life for what it's gotta be. You should know they'll destroy you.
Yes.
So call to me to keep searching, walk alone.
It feels like they really wanted you to be used to the series by now. The fuck just happened? I swear to God, he's not crazy. Yeah, he's gone crazy, hasn't he? Red tree, red rum, red chirp. I talk to fairies all the time. Warbird's a definite fairy.
Zack.
Uh-oh. Guess what time it is, people?
Zack. Can you hear me, Zack? There you are, Zack.
Yes, I'm right here. I'm always here with you.
Sleeping again?
Yes. Zack's
Well,
still in the red room
rise and
at this
shine.
point.
It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
York was the better one of the two.
Isn't that right, Zack?
Green eyes, brown Gogan. Oh, don't you dare! A blessing in disguise. I hate lead speak, where they put the letters in the fucking thing. I was 25 years old. Welcome down Louisiana. Birdie. Birdie, 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 birdie. Fucking A. Lobster for breakfast?
Zack, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Francis York Morgan. He looks young.
Look at that, Zack. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
It's been a long time since I've seen a Robin.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an
Stale.
amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carré, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
So, can I call myself French even though I just found out that I'm probably French-Canadian?
I'm the chef, David. If you
This
want
is the
to know
game,
about
Warbird.
the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
David Jawari, chef.
Did you hear that, Zack? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to
None.
you. I was just talking to Zack.
Zack?
Please don't ask me about Zack. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still.
Yep.
Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zack, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the
Basically,
killer
they found a
used an
murder victim
axe.
20 years later, and now
Hell
they're
of an
recounting the
old-fashioned
crime.
choice, if you ask me.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few
15 years
questions
later.
about the incident.
But shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
Oh, this is new.
You said the victim was a 16-year-old.
Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly
Cold
on it.
storage.
Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seat. They own most of the land around here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they
Jeez.
got a stake in just about everything.
So just like the
They
Wood
even
family
own
in
the
the
water
first
tower
game.
on the edge of town, you know? They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
What do you know about the Clarkson's house?
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say.
I just keep hearing my name and it's creeping
but
me
I'm gonna
out.
talk straight to you. That family
It really
ain't
is.
just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with
Oh.
real power. Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the
Okay,
head
that's
of
gotta
the
suck.
family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go
now you got me
barging in
curious.
with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe for nothing. Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Do I want to ask all these
Is
questions
the
or just
local
keep
law
going?
enforcement investigating the case?
I'm letting them talk so you guys can hear it.
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told
No.
you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart. And when that don't work, they just beat your ass.
So like
That's the
regular law
Deep South
enforcement.
for you.
Sorry.
This murder ain't like that, though.
Shush, bloody.
Little kid got killed. A weird way. Like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief,
Ah.
right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans.
I can't even
They're
think
all
of a single
excellent
movie
movies,
set in
but
New Orleans.
To me, they lack realism. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat People. That's my
Meow?
point. Cat People. 1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning
Cat People?
achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s.
No, no, bloody! I love you, bloody!
The most vital
Okay, I'll
element
stop.
of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
Okay, now I gotta see this movie. I absolutely have to see this movie
Then
now.
they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers. I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism. After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of Cat People for myself.
That's what made you go to New Orleans. Where leopards will have to kill you to remain human
That's
after
why I
breeding
decided
you.
to visit New Orleans.
Okay.
Oh, good. His reaction's perfect. That is wow.
Another vital element of Cat People is the presence of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie. His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder. Period. You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
York, buddy, are you sure you're sane?
Whatever you say, mister.
I love the black guy's response.
So,
I
what's
really
your
do
point
love
again?
his response.
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do
Yes,
you
he
mean?
was. And he was in Home Alone
Hey,
5.
Why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
That's creepy.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes. But folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Oh, good.
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah. Wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces. Scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who
Probably.
discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zack. This case has got our names all over it.
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen a car in the parking lot.
Yeah, how did I
How'd
get
you
here?
get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
Huh?
What?
But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night.
You left your
when you're
keys
buying
in it, didn't
cigarettes
you?
at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent. In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
You guys ready for the other mode of
Another mode?
transportation?
Want to hear the details?
Not really. But I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport.
Yes, I'm going to ride a Gogan around like a
Whenever I
tauntaun.
visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning system.
A hybrid car.
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that
Oh, God.
utterly defy everything you think. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity. And who knows?
Yes, he
In
did.
a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon Valley. I can see it
Yeah,
now.
too bad that didn't happen.
It's the world of The Last Starfighter, 1984, directed by Nick Castle.
God damn
It's
it.
famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that. See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself, especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had.
So, yeah, where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Sorry, I got off topic. I
I
noticed it was
love him.
missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner.
Hey, I don't
Incidentally,
have a
this
problem with
diner
that.
was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found. I remembered exactly where I parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished. In short, someone stole it.
Dude, eat that breakfast. That is an amazing seafood. That is amazing
And in its
seafood
place,
omelet.
they
Eat the fuck out of it.
Left me this.
What?
And that's my vehicle for the game.
A skateboard.
A skateboard?
That's my
Yes.
vehicle for the game.
While I was sliding my lunch into my stomach, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
By riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised?
How?
No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks. It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95 today. Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
Felice Clarkson case needs us. Don't you think so, Zack? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we get home,
God damn it.
let's watch Blue Thunder again.
What is
I'm
Blue
already
Thunder
looking forward
about?
to it. Aren't you, Zack? Zack. The searing light. These scents. It's the deep south.
Yes.
That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's
Look at that
greatest chef.
breakfast. Okay, is that grits or rice? That's grits. That has to be grits, or whatever that other stuff is. That looks like a seafood omelet with either lobster or crayfish and bread.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
Well, the tea was to die for. But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
Rouge. More red. And yes, I'm playing this off cartridge for those wondering. And now we get to play the game for all those people curious. My stream just didn't start making weird sounds, right? Right? Please tell me to God that didn't just happen. Oh my God, gumbo and jambalaya. Who serves gumbo and jambalaya for breakfast? Ooh, look at those bread. Ooh, roast turkey or chicken. Sausages, chicken pizza. I'm right? That's gumbo and that's jambalaya. Just doesn't sound like a breakfast food. Should this place have air conditioning? Holy fuck! Oh, it's a mirror. Not sure what to think of the graphics. They almost feel like a downgrade. Oh, look, food's actually good cost now. Why is root beer considered non-alcoholic beer? Shut up, everyone. Why is there a voodoo doll in my room? And a sacrificial altar?
Sang Rouge. We've been chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase.
Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. Miami. Now, that was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own
then we do that
torso
case.
right in two. Even with the help of the
Nice.
drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Ugh. Yeah, but there's a voodoo chamber there, and there's a giant voodoo
I know, Zack, I know. Now
God, this
isn't
is
the
huge.
time for a trip down memory lane. An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana.
Wait, is it probably made out of those
Clarkson's
seeds, isn't
murder
it?
must be connected to it somehow. The 16-year-old girl who was murdered. Her body was
With an
found
axe.
beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar. The powerful man who essentially controls the town.
Oh
of
god, we're putting this
Vakari.
up in here.
And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster.
Yeah, but would you have a
I doubt he'll
giant
be willing
voodoo
to
fucking...
cooperate with
Here, I'll
any
show.
law enforcement, Zack.
Oh good, we get to make one of these walls. That's great.
You know, I
That's pretty
keep
cool.
Thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zack. The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay. For a movie being
Horrible
shown
movie.
at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art house films.
No. No. No.
Are you
No.
following me here? This is another
No.
special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade
No.
Runner did. This is a turning
No.
point, Zack.
Somebody
You
slap
may be
him.
witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line, a genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound
No.
of that. Don't you, Zack?
No. Yeah, but why do I have this in my room? Why is there a voodoo god altar in my room? And a literal voodoo stand? Hi.
Hey there, chef. What's cooking?
Look at the
Chef.
handsome boy.
What are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David.
What?
I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered.
the hell's
that
going on with the black
Vakari
guy?
is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Yes.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square in French.
Ah,
Is that true?
and
That's it.
that's it?
Yes, that's it, sir. Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you
So
see
he went from having a southern accent
Now,
to just
please
sounding really
excuse me,
pompous
sir.
and snooty. I don't know what's going
it.
on.
If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
I do like that necklace bow tie. That's awesome.
Did you see that, Zack?
I like it.
That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say. The job makes the man.
I like how this is mildly CGI. I mean, cell shaded. No, seriously, I love the fact that we have a voodoo idol here and voodoo paraphernalia here. Why would you have that in your room? So, Warbird, what happened was is evidence to the case we're solving right now showed up 20 years later. So they're talking to Zack about why this happened, and we're going over the details of the case
I'm very satisfied
now.
with the decorations and the size of this closet, Zack. And it's even got a security box. What else could a man ask for? It's proof that we're still safely inside the fringes of modern civilization.
Okay, that's how we change clothes. Yeah, that is a nice room. So yeah, you guys saw what our new car is, so
Do you feel that, Zack?
yes.
Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zack, can
God,
you
this
see
game
him?
is beautiful.
His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
Don't tell me that's gonna be the villain. What the fuck?
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
Okay.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever since
What is
mankind
going on?
got their hands on civilization, they zoomed
But Swamdi,
away
yes.
at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Is that
Don't
just a
be a
mirror
fool.
and that he's seeing it?
You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hoongan.
Hoongan,
All right, Hungan.
title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
No.
Do you comprehend the oracle?
The Oracle.
Ah.
Put on your religion hat, Zack. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse.
Well, it
the
is New
other
Orleans.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
world. Follow the
You'll see.
oracle.
Oh, what?
Zack, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos. But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece.
So is this where we started
And
seeing
after
the
we've
other
put
world and
all
going
the pieces
insane that we
back
saw in
into
the
their
next game,
rightful
the first game?
places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zack.
I wonder what everyone else in the hotel was thinking when they saw that. Me having a conversation with the guy on the wall. Do I still save by telephones? Yep. And it doesn't cost me money now. So, Warbird, you ready to see my new mode of transportation? I hope you are. Not bad-sized city.
Zack, this is Lucar. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait.
Yep.
Maybe they
On the
just
next
didn't
on the Mississippi
care.
River.
That's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Is the name of my hotel the Casa Pineapple?
Zack, what did you think of Hungun's oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle. Heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside. Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel and where? And the 10 things. Alexis's Diner and Lane.
All right.
This is it, Zack. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet
Nice.
we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time. Nice job, Zack. I knew you'd be able to find it.
We'll soon find out.
Now for the other oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? First, let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature.
Church.
Zack. Yes. Very funny, Zack. Now it's
fuck
time to
you.
get you already know the answer, don't you? The answer is temperature, Zack. Yes. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius. The Clarkson Food Delivery Service's cold storage warehouse. That's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zack. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you?
I was just fucking around with you. No, I was just thinking the temperature of bodies. You got $10.
And how about that Hungan? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Sounds like fun to me. Zack looks good. I mean, York does. Cigarettes?
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel.
What?
If you're dying to smoke, get out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me.
He's awesome!
At your service, boss.
I love Dave!
The concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zack. It just screams Deep South, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So,
I love
if
Dave.
I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
Yes, yes he is. I'm loving Dave. Dave's the best character. Thank you so much, Luna. You are awesome, girl. That helps me a lot. And as always, guys, if you're enjoying the show, I'm feeling with the donation for my time. Just go in the video, get the donate button, leave whatever the hell you think I'm worth. Whatever, it would help me out greatly. You can also send bits and subscribe. And if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And watch the load times. The amazing, amazing load times. What is Gotham Knights? Yeah, Red Tree. I remember that Gotham Citizen game, which I loved. Absolutely loved. Hush you. Which one? Is it by Rocksteady? I like how he smokes with style.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease.
Who the fuck are you?
You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is. In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon
Or
you
survive.
also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
Aww. What the fuck am I playing?
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Well, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
What little girl just walks up to a smoker and
Please,
just starts
call me
talking to him?
York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that.
I just realized he
Honey,
covers
I
his
put
name
your
whenever he
name
shows the
like right on
badge.
contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zack. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zack. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Aw.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zack, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Ha 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 ha! Okay, do I get my vehicle right away? Okay. Run, crouch, dodge, move. Did... The what? What's going on with the cops this time?
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about. I'm Melvin. They call me the sheriff round here.
Are you selling shit out of the back of your car?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But call me York if you can. That's what everyone calls me.
Does it say Zack
Huh?
there?
Well, all right. Mr. York. How's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one.
Yep.
Yeah, folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town. Now, I reckon you came from the city.
Is there an echo?
D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye. That's the city.
Okay, let's not talk about that. That's kind of creepy.
Now, I never lived in one myself. But
That is
I
very
visited
creepy
him
to think
a few
about.
times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves. Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you'd... Hey! I know.
Did you just stab him in the
CLG.
nuts?
I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, round these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Zack, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just
Well,
how
at least it's not a
peaceful
murderous
this town
sheriff who
is.
turns into a giant demon.
Melvin, about the Lise Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case. Can't put one past the FBI. So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information. and
Okay,
it's all
okay, not to be
within
rude, but
their
he's
grasp.
exaggerated black. Anyone else noticing this?
FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Yes, she jabbed him with her elbow in the nuts.
The Lise Clarkson case is connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain. Honestly,
Yeah.
this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr.
Oh, you're
Special
nice.
Agent, sir.
Well, Zack, that was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to use my secret weapon. Melvin, there's a
Yeah,
cold
Dobby, I could
storage
see that being a
warehouse on
pain.
the southern end of town, isn't there? I'd like to get permission to enter it.
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah.
Hey, Tarth, what's up?
Now,
You missed the snake.
That's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But,
As I said, he's exaggerated black
not too
mannerisms.
sure that,
It's kind of annoying me.
going down there at this point is really gonna help much. You know?
Hopefully that didn't sound wrong.
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible.
Oh, that's his dad.
I don't believe this. Amazing. Did you hear that, Zack? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse. This is fantastic. Insanely
Why?
fantastic.
Really? Well, how about that? Well, all right then. I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you and make sure we get permission to search it.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances. So be on time.
Makes sense. But
Got it?
why?
Come
Wouldn't
on,
a
let's
city
roll,
even this small
CLG.
have a morgue?
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so, sweetie. She's a real sharp one, as you can see, so I try to stay out of her way. Well, all right then, York. I'll see you at the warehouse.
True, true. Experienced. Well, yeah, I've met a 30-year-old police chief. It was kind of weird. Pause the stream and restart it. All right, guys. Here's my new vehicle. Everybody, you ready? Woo! Fuck cars.
Hey, you. You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you? Or
Yes, I
using
am.
your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
I've
No, I'm
arrested
not.
people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious? And don't tell
'Cause the
me
FBI
what you
is serious,
imagine,
ma'am.
or else I'll get scared of you for real. Hey, can I come with you? You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
What condition?
Don't ask me about Zack. It's a private matter. Zack, it feels like
Aw.
she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
Head bank account.
Melvin called you a strange name. CLG, I think. What exactly does that mean?
Clever little girl. That's what it's...
Why are there just random wolves out here? Why am I fist fighting random wolves? They were dogs. Oh, look at this frame rate, guys. Are you seeing it?
Hey, Zack, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault along with all the other cases, marked by nothing but a first-degree murder tag, buried in a soggy grave at the bottom of a sea of data. That would have been its fate. Instead, it traveled from
I'm going to the red one.
person until it finally fell right into our lap.
That one.
Things always work out that way for us. We've traveled all over the United States trying to track down San Rouge. We can't let this chance pass us by.
I love the fact that we're using a fucking skateboard. Our car got stolen, so we're riding a skateboard. And look at this amazing frame rate.
Mr. York,
What the hell is going?
that was mighty quick. The
Yep.
special agent does it again. I bet my CLG's got a lot to learn from you.
Aw.
By the way, Mr. York,
I was on vacation in New Orleans before I happened to stop by here.
well, shoot, that won't do.
Thank you, Ocelot.
I got something I think you'll like.
What is it? Oh, what the
I
fuck?
call him Mr. Alligator. Badass, ain't he? It's a tranquilizer gun
Yep.
for the gators.
Okay. Non-lethal gun made for self-defense. Can only shoot rubber fire roll above.
And here's a radio. With this, you won't have to worry about any expensive roaming fees.
Okay.
Might take you a while to get used to them, but you'll get it. Try letting them rip a few times. Ain't no need to hold back out here.
Okay, but how powerful is this gun? Mr. Alligator fires rubber down more bullets at the shops, and keep an eye out on your stock. Heck yeah.
Now this is an intriguing
He's just a cop.
weapon. For a tranquilizer gun, it really packs a punch. But I'm afraid I'll decline. After all, this town is peaceful, isn't it?
Well, sure it's peaceful. At least the humans are. But the animals, are a different story. Remember what I named it? There are some real mean-ass gators out there in the swamps. And every now and then, they wander into town. One of them even went and ate a kid once. It happened a long time ago, but still. One chomps all
I've seen some
takes.
giant-ass
They
gators on
swallow
YouTube
down
lately.
every
Holy
last
shit.
bit of you. Poor kid's parents didn't even know what to put in his coffin. The worst part is, that taught the gators just how tasty we humans are. So now, those suckers just attack on sight. Man-eating crocodiles will feast tonight. In Blood Swamp.
Okay, you're I'm starting to like you, man.
You know he's fibbing, right? Gators don't attack folks. I never heard about no kid getting swallowed by a gator.
Actually, Patricia, you're wrong.
I'm what?
Alligators do attack people, and it could happen in any town.
Huh?
Alligator, 1980. Directed by Louis Teague. It takes place in the Midwest, I believe. A teenage girl's pet alligator gets flushed down the toilet. Then, in the sewer,
Yes, he
it
is.
feeds on the corpses of dogs that were used as test subjects for an experimental growth formula. After growing over 30 feet, it finally starts to go after humans. Yes, an extremely edifying movie. Back when I first saw it, I had a pet hamster.
Hey, Agent
Ew,
York.
what the fuck?
What's your first order of business? You're in charge now, remember?
Well said, Patricia.
Thank you for getting us back
I
on
nearly
track,
lost sight of
Patricia.
my true goal. Melvin, I couldn't help but notice the name on the side of that truck. This facility is connected to the victim, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, right. Yeah. I reckon I better start from there. I'm gonna tell it to you straight right from the beginning, Mr. York. As you guessed, this warehouse is run by the Clarksons. The victim's father, Danny Clarkson, is the one who manages the whole place. Okay, but why did he choose to store her body in his own warehouse, right?
Yeah, that's kind of
Well,
terrifying.
That's because there ain't no other place to store it. Our
There's no
town
morgue
has a
in town?
clinic inside a church, but no more.
Oh,
Whenever someone kicks the bucket, we just bury him in the graveyard right outside of town.
wait. This is Louisiana. I thought Louisiana was below sea level or at sea level, so they don't bury anyone because of water issues.
But not this time. We got a murder on our hands this time. We need to give Lisa's body an autopsy and keep it stored, right? so we had no choice but to rent out a corner of this warehouse.
I see. So that's
Am I
what
wrong?
led to the ingenious choice to store the victim's body in a facility that her family owns.
Anywho,
Ah,
this is where the real story begins. Truth is, a few days before you got here, Lisa's body went missing.
Missing.
what?
Yeah. All of a sudden, poof.
Did you leave the warehouse unlocked?
I most certainly did
Yes.
not. I locked the whole place up and made sure no one could get inside. No one stole the original key, and I couldn't find any fingerprints at the scene.
So, in other words, this is a locked room mystery.
The body
Yep.
of a beautiful young girl walks at mid. Hey,
Two movie nuts talking together.
All right, CL. Reckon I should have told you about this earlier when you first said you wanted to come here. It just didn't seem like the time or place as I remember. Anywho, how about we call it a day and head back to my office? You can go through all the files there.
No, thank you. This is what I came to investigate.
But Lisa's body isn't here anymore.
That doesn't bother me one bit, Melvin. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my way here, and he was kind enough to give me an oracle.
A what? So, how do I put my gun away? What? I was a little checking to see what I can do. All right, everyone, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break and be right. Okay. Let me fix that. Hey, Oreo. I'm going to take a 5-minute break and be right back. And when I get back, I'm going to have to dig out my controller from the back of the couch now. Because when I set the controller down, that's what you saw the jumping around in there. I set the controller down on the side of the chair. It bounced just enough that it bounced backwards onto the seat cushion and then bounced behind the chair. So I'm going to have to go find that after this. I'll be right back.